Hey there, Erin Cook, creator of the Travel Biz Impact Membership Academy, where I help travel experts just like you implement smart strategies so they can make more profit in less time. And that's what we're talking about today. For my 3 tips in 3 minutes, we're talking about how to make more money in less time by tweaking what you offer people. And before you I already know what I'm offering people, hear me out, because number 3 is going to blow your mind. So the very first one is obviously, I've said it before, you have to have a what? Niche. And why is that helpful? How will that make you more money in less time today if you implement that? Because you're going to be taking trips that you already know how to book, that you've already done the research on, that you already have maybe your preferred suppliers picked out and you've booked it before, so maybe you're familiar with those types of resorts or cruises or hotels if you're doing something, in Europe or wherever it may be. You're already familiar with that, or you enjoy learning about it, so it's not going to seem like a ton of work for you. So that's the tip number 1, because when people come to you and they say, hey, I want to book a trip, wouldn't it be awesome if you're like, hey, I already know all about that, don't have to research as much. That's what a niche does. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, tomorrow, the next booking that you get, you can make more money. How? Implement either a plan to go fee, which is, they pay you for your services to plan their trip. Plus you get the commission from that trip. And that's one way to do it. Some people choose not to do that. They're scared of charging a fee. So there's also a plan to go fee, plan to go deposit, I call it, just to keep the two separate. A plan to go deposit is when somebody pays you some money. For me, it's $200 to book a trip. That $200 is applied to the final payment, in my case, if those people actually book with me and travel. Why do I do that? Why do I bother collecting that up front? Because if those people choose to run away after I've done all this work researching, especially if you don't have a niche, but for me, if I take on a trip that's not in my niche, that's what could happen. They could leave and I do all that work for free, right? Because I wouldn't be getting that commission. So that's what a plan to go deposit is. And if you guys are around on Thursday, you're the very first ones to hear, I'm going to be doing a to fee or not to fee live webinar on Thursday. So be looking here for that invitation. I'm going to talk about that more at the end. So stay tuned. Let's get to tip number 3, where you can set minimum requirements also for people to book. Now, this is the one that is the game changer for me. So you already know, specialize in honeymoons, romance travel to all-inclusive resorts in Mexico and the Caribbean. So those are the trips that I take. I know all about them. You can, ask me anything and I pretty much have done it. So those are the trips that I make the most money on because I'm not working so hard to research them, okay? That goes back to niche, and again, this works better if you do in fact have a narrow niche. And so what I require from them in order to book that trip with only that plan to go deposit, okay, so that's where I don't charge a fee because it's not going to take me as long. So they have to have a $4,000 minimum budget for a 5-night stay. And they have to, do an all-inclusive trip. So that's in Mexico or the Caribbean. I mean, that's my niche. So, but those are the requirements. They have to be there at least 5 nights and have to have at least a $4,000 budget. Why? Because I know what I want to make per trip. So that's how I can turn down business, is say, or, charge a fee. Then that's exactly what I do. You can go to my website and look. If your trip does not meet these requirements, you're going to have a fee. And here what are the different fees that I'm going to charge you. Okay, so tip number 1, get a niche. You're going to be able to do more in less time, and that's how you make more profit. Second, you can definitely increase your profit in less time just by implementing a plan to go fee, or keep those customers booking with you and not waste all that time. Okay, so get paid for your time, which will also increase your profit by implementing a plan to go fee, and then also create a minimum requirement for whatever travel booking that you're taking. All right, so those 3 things are going to make you more profit in less time today. So if you're interested in more tips just like this in each area of the travel industry, go ahead to my link in the Instagram profile or go to Travel Agent Jumpstart, and that's where you're going to be able to sign up for my new VIP list, which is where all through the month of September I'm going to be doing more trainings like this. We're really amping up the volume this month. So if you want the replays of all those awesome new webinars that I'm doing, the Instagram lives, everything that I do in September, which normally go away after the 24 hours, right? Go to my Instagram profile and click into that VIP all access pass. What that means is you're not going to have to opt in to get all that material. Anybody on my VIP list is going to get all those replays sent to them automatically. I'll also send you the invitations so that you can attend live, but I know most of you like replays, so I'm going to send those to you automatically if you're on my VIP list. So do that in the Instagram profile, or actually you can go to travelbizimpact.com to get those as well. And I will see you making more money in less time.